Hello there. This is Potato Lord. Lord Potato. Um, this is part 4 of What If Naruto Had Overall, and the last part that I left off was the missions of Naruto and Team 7 uh doing the D missions. Uh, so in this part, after Naruto, yeah, in this time, yeah, Naruto is gonna not even complain about the missions, but Sasuke will. So Sasuke went to Hiruzen and complained about these missions are weak, these missions are that, blah blah blah. We should get stronger missions, and also Naruto did have enough just before going to Hiruzen and all that. Naruto did have enough bullshit of Sasuke's and all that. So Naruto did show Sasuke about his explosion quirk, and he just blew up right into Sasuke's face and told him to shut up or I'm gonna blow you up straight to pieces. And cussed at him like you freaking goddamn fun about bitch. Blah blah blah. Sasuke was scared, but Naruto also told Sasuke to shut up. If you dare annoy me, I'm gonna throw you into a freaking wall and make sure you stay dead. Yeah, so Sasuke doesn't talk about his Uchiha blood and all that blah blah. He tries to also annoy Sasuke does talk about he's stronger than Izumi though. Uh, then Naruto comes out of nowhere and say, "What did you said? I'm about to blow you up to a goddamn wall." Cause Naruto does not like when Sasuke talks bad about his sister, because Naruto's friend, he doesn't like it. He's like, if you talk shite about my friend, I will blow you up to pieces. So yeah, back to the Sasuke complaining about the missions. So Team 7 all went to Hiruzen. Sasuke was complaining about the missions. He said, I want a hard mission. An Uchiha elite should have a stronger mission. He doesn't say Uchiha elite. He just said, I'm an Uchiha, and my teammates should also have a stronger mission, a higher mission. So Hiruzen just said he looked at Naruto because Naruto is pretty strong in Izumi and Kakashi, but then they look. He said, "Okay." Hiruzen said, "Okay, I'll give you this mission. It's a C rank." Um. So they said, "Okay." Uh. Sasuke says, "Okay, I'll take it." Sasuke said, "Okay," because yes, anything that Sasuke says, she will do. And it's annoying. Um. Naruto just said, sure," with like a chill, just like, sure. And then Izume said, sure. And Kakashi said, yeah. He said the C rank mission is about protecting this bridge builder. Then he said, yeah, bring in the bridge builder. The bridge builder comes. And wait. Come back. The bridge builder does come, and he's drunk off of cheap whiskey, or was it just cheap beer or something like that. He was off or something. He was just drunk. He was just talking so much trash about kids. I asked for ninjas, not kids. And then he was just like talking trash about Sasuke because of how he wears. He's kind of emo and he wears white shorts. And he was like, yeah, blah 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 blah. Then he talks more trash about Sasuke and like pink. Whose hair is pink? Wow, pink is just worst color. Yeah. And then he looked at Izume, and Izume, he respected Izume because she was actually wearing black. She wears a black uh, jacket and some black pants and like sandals. And Tazuna does respect that. He's like, wow, someone is actually taking this serious. Uh, then he looks at Naruto. Naruto's hair is white, so instead of calling him Blondie, he was like, "Hey, Whitey." And Naruto does have his explosions quirk activate, so he's like, "What the fuck do you want? What the hell did you call me? Fucking cheap ass, I'll blow you up." Um, he does the explosions on his hands, and Tazuna does get scared of the vicious, angry, white hair kid. Like, if you ever call me white hair again, whitey hair again, I will blow you up straight into the next, straight into the atmosphere. Tazuna got scared. Kakashi said, "Nonsense, Naruto, don't do that." Hiruzen also said it. Then Naruto said, "Okay, fine." And, but Tazuna does get scared of him, respects Izume for taking ninja stuff seriously. Doesn't like Sasuke, how it looks like she's pretty much useless, and it's true. So Kakashi said they are stronger than they look, and he points at Naruto, Izume, Sasuke, and he just said, "Oh, there, and yeah, they're very strong." He doesn't actually point at Sasuke, so Sasuke does not notice because how dumb she is, and because she's just looking at Sasuke, and Tazuna said okay, and Kakashi said, "Okay, team, meet me at I think it was at the gate. I forgot which gate it was. I think it was. Screw it. Let's just say north. Probably north. I don't remember what was it. Fuck. At the gate at an hour from now, and so Naruto and Izume went back to the house. Sasuke went back to his house, the Uchiha compound. Sasuke went back to her house, and Sasuke did pack up some things. I really don't care what she packed up because I feel like it's all useless. Because she's useless. She's like the whole goddamn garbage landscape. Sasuke probably packed up the same things, like ninja stuff and all that. Not ninja stuff, kunais and shurikens. Probably some seals. I don't know what he even packed up in the original. Naruto did pack some things, but he didn't bring a backpack, unlike Sasuke and Sasuke. Did they bring backpack? Yeah, they did bring backpack. Let's just say that. Naruto did not bring a backpack at all. He actually put it all on like a scroll and all that. He like put things in scroll. He sealed them all in there. He's actually pretty smart in doing that. And Izume thought of the idea, so she also did it. So they did bring food and the scrolls and all that. They also bring kunais and shuriken. Naruto did give her another quirk instead of pink flames. Instead, he gave her an ice quirk to balance the flames. So she didn't burn herself when she used them on her hand instead of using chakra, mix them and make them into a fireball. Instead, she has ice quirk so it can cool down her, just in case she overheats and all that. Let me just say she can do a lot of things with it. What's it called? Naruto did give her that quirk. Also, Naruto gave her a sword just in case. But wait, no. She already had a sword. She just had it hiding from Sasuke. Like she had it in the Uchiha compound, but when Naruto got a house and invited Izumi to the house and all that to live with him, she actually grabbed that hidden sword that she hid away from Sasuke forever, for a while, from like 4 years ago. Um, it's like let's see, it's just a normal katana that was in the Uchiha compound that was uh constructed very good, and I don't know how to explain the blade, but instead of the blade having these like it has like white and black and all that, instead it has red for like the knife, so anytime she slashes through she doesn't need to clean the blade because it's not red, but it also has black. And at the bottom of the handle it has one the Uchiha symbol, the white, the red that kind of looks like a lollipop. Also the handle normally has like red and black stripes and all that. Yeah. And that's her sword. Naruto doesn't actually need a sword. Naruto's okay with a sword. Um. So yeah, after an hour they went. No, after a couple minutes they got done ready, and after an hour passes, they were all at the gate with Tazuna. Kakashi was there also. Luckily he wasn't late because he kind of doesn't want to be tied up to something again, and doesn't want to annoy Naruto because Naruto can also teleport with his teleportation quirk and other quirks. So Kakashi got there early. They all left. Um, they it's the same thing in canon. They all walked there until they got to the puddle. Naruto notices super fast with his sensory quirk. Izumi saw the puddle and knew it was like spring. There hasn't been any water, hasn't been raining or anything. um, hasn't rained for a while. Kakashi saw it also and knew it was a Genjutsu. Naruto saw the puddle, even how he saw the sensory and saw two people over there. He also saw the puddle and knew that was a Genjutsu. Sasuke and Tazuna just walking blindly. Same thing happens. Kakashi still does like that. Gets attacked by the Chunin, the demon twin brother Miss or something. I forgot what was the name. Chunin. Chunin demon brothers. Yeah, I think that's what their name was. And they still kill Kakashi. Sasuke were kind of horrified. Tazuna was horrified. Naruto and Izumi. Naruto just blasts one in the face and knocks him to a tree, knocks him out. And Izumi just burns the other one. Yes. And the other one just dead. The other one got knocked into a tree. Is still alive. Kakashi is dead. Not really. That was just a substitution. Naruto knows a substitution. It said, "Come out, Kakashi." I knew that was a substitution. And Kakashi was amazed. But not really at the same time, with Naruto just exploding one and the other one getting burned. And so the demon miss brother that got knocked out. Naruto used some lightning quirk to like to wake him up. So the guy wakes up and said, "What happened?" He's also tied up to rope because Naruto did it. Have some rope and just tied him up. The guy was just like, what just happened? He's like, Naruto smacks him, so he says, "You better tell me what are you trying to do and all that." He just interrogates him, and he said, "I'm never gonna tell you," until Naruto said, "Oh really?" With that big grin of like, "Oh, you poor soul." So he sent some explosions and explosions. He uses his decay quirk, so he just grabbed one of his fingers and just decays. It starts to decay slowly, and he was screaming in pain. And then he said, "Please stop." And he said, "Okay, I'll tell you everything. We were here to kill Tazuna by Gato." He's like, "Okay, tell me more." He's like, uh, there's someone named Zabuza Demon of the Mist, Seven Swordsman. Okay, good. And Naruto did not hesitate and just decays him fully. He's like, okay, got all my information. And also, this is not a C rank mission. This is definitely a B or above. And he looked at Tazuna and said, "Why did you lie about this mission?" And Tazuna got scared of Naruto. And Kakashi said, okay, he said, "If you don't tell me now." He said Tazuna said he was too poor, his village is too poor about getting a higher mission. And Naruto can understand it, since, goddamn, I need water. So, back, so, Kakashi chimes in and says, "What's wrong, Naruto?" Naruto said, "So this is a rank, mission B or above." And Kakashi looks at him and he said, "Okay, do you want help, or do you want us to go back, or do you think we can take this on?" And Naruto said, he looked at everyone and he said, "Yeah, definitely." Even how he has no hope for Sasuke. Even if Sasuke dies, he does not care. He hates Sasuke with a pain of passion because how annoying she is. And I wouldn't mind just killing Sasuke off and saying, "Yeah, good enough." But nah, it's main to the story. Um. So they start walking more, and then mist rolled around, and Naruto just senses that there was someone coming. Well, oh no, he didn't. The mist didn't roll up, but Naruto senses there was someone in some bushes. He heard rattle and senses someone, so he threw a kunai very fast. Of course, the guy managed to disappear. He did do a substitution, and then Sasuke was like, "Naruto, damn, you monster! You kill the rabbit, poor rabbit." Naruto said, "Bitch, shut up. First of all, look at the rabbit's fur. It's white. We're in the middle of goddamn spring." Kakashi also noticed this, and well, he was amazed at Naruto being this smart. And Sasuke was like, "Oh." He's like, "Yes, it's goddamn substitution jutsu," Naruto said. And she said, "Oh." And every the miss, yeah, the miss wrong. Flip, I think I got it wrong. Whatever, the miss was there. Um, then Naruto said, "Duck." Everyone ducked. Even Sasuke didn't pay attention because Naruto called her a bitch. But Naruto just grabbed her and threw her down, and everyone just ducked the sword. And Kakashi was like, "The sword." And then there's Zabuza, who appeared and then said, "Ha, I am Zabuza, demon of the mist, and one of the swordsmen, and one of the seven swordsmen." He did that whole lecture of who he is, blah blah blah, dot dot dot. Don't. It's the same thing in original canon, and Know that Naruto really not giving a crap about what his speech half the time. Just says, "Shut up, let me fight you." Kakashi wanting to not let Naruto fight him because that would just hurt his pride of being one of the high Jonins. He said, "Naruto, no." He's like, "Naruto, stop." And Naruto noticing this is just about Kakashi's pride of being one of the high Jonins. He just said, "Okay, fine, I'll let you fight him. Is it just because of your pride?" And Kakashi noticing that Naruto said that, and he said, "Oh, you noticed that fast? Huh? Okay." So instead of Kakashi not taking this serious, he did put up his one of his headband up, and there's his shotgun, which Sasuke was about to scream. He was like, "He has a shotgun, how?" But Azumi just smacks him the head really hard and says, "Shut up. You gotta be more reasonable than screaming a bunch of times." Yeah. And so, same things happens. Kakashi is fighting him. He still managed to fight. He does get a scratch on Sabutao and all that. And the same things happens. Kakashi gets trapped in the water prison, and Naruto just face palms. He just went, "Fuck's sakes." Uh, then he said, "Okay, so he's a water style." Zabuza said, Naruto said, he was like, "Okay." And so they thought of a plan. They didn't do the same plan, but instead he told Sasuke and Sasuke to start throwing like shurikens at Zabuza, while Naruto rushed in to decay his sword. Yes, because Naruto is gonna decay the hell out of the sword, and Izumi is also gonna help by trying to deflect him with her own sword. So they do it. Uh, Sasuke and Sasuke are throwing kunais and shuriken. Um, Sasuke is very good at throwing the shurikens and all that. Sasuke is so bad at throwing them, but still managing. She can throw a few of them at once, but Sasuke can throw like 3 of them at once. Yeah. Zabuza deflect all those kunais out of the way, and then Azumi did like start fighting him with a sword, and Zabuza managed to just let go of the prison, and Kakashi fell, while Naruto ran at Zabuza, and Zabuza was about to swing at Naruto, but then Izumi swings at him, and Zabuza decides to deflect Izumi's blade, while Naruto grabs Zabuza's blade and just decays the hell out of it. The handle is still there, and half the blade is kind of gone. It's just a chipper thing. He just said, "What? How did you do that?" While Naruto is switching his quirks into doing an explosion and just said, "Die!" Huge explosion. While Zabuza with out of energy from fighting Kakashi, deflecting, and a lot of things. And while Naruto was also gonna do a giant explosion again, Zabuza got 3 Senbon to the neck, thinking that Naruto that he was dead. But Naruto was about to do the explosion until the hunter came out, the Anbu from the best. He was saying, "I'm an Anbu from the best," blah blah blah, and all that. Same things happens. Of course, Naruto knows this is a fake Anbu because usually they just kill the the uh, the rogue ninja, and he also knew that Zabuza wasn't dead since, of course, sensory quirk, but he also has a sensory quirk for seeing if they're dead or not. which yeah, and he went to he said okay, knowing this was a complete lie, and so Haku took Sabla away, and so he said okay, and so he got Kakashi. Kakashi isn't that heavy for him. He asked Tazuna if there was anywhere to stay at and all that. So they still went to the village. Someone was about to rob Izume until she pulled out the sword and said, "If you dare even touch me, I will slice your head off." And a bunch of people are scared of her bloodlust. Even Sasuke felt his own sister's bloodlust, and he was kind of scared. Sasuke was also scared. Naruto wasn't affected much. He also did heal Kakashi's kind of wounds. Didn't actually eat that many wounds. He heals him. Does give him some chakra. Kakashi does uh, um, sleep. Naruto does. Team 7 does meet Tazuna's daughter and grandson. While his grandson was like, I don't think that happened yet. Naruto just puts Kakashi in the bed, and Izume and Naruto, well, Izume does, they all just like, well, Sasuke and Sakura sits down, Izume sits down, Naruto doesn't sit down, but actually goes outside and train more until the night comes and go back inside. Saw that Kakashi was kind of awake. Yes, because Naruto gave him enough chakra for him to wake up and heal and all that. Even how he did heal up his wounds and all that. Kakashi was awake. Tazuna's daughter did make the food and was eating. The kid came out of nowhere. The same kid talked about you don't know anything about pain, about pain, and well, not that. Yeah, the pain and all that. But Naruto wasn't there, and he said you Shinobi should like stop and all that. And Naruto came back. He was tired. He slept. The next day happened. Kakashi was teaching Sasuke and Sasuke how to tree climb. He already knew that Naruto and Izume did a tree climb at the match of versus Kakashi, and already did the water walking. So he doesn't need to teach him. He just gotta teach those two, Sasuke and Sakura. They do the same thing. They got in canon. Sasuke got in canon, and all that. And Naruto was walking around. Well, not into the village. He actually woke up late, and then there was the kid, and the kid was still talking about like you should know pain and all that. But instead of Naruto just being like, "Oh, shut up, little kid," he actually looked at the kid and said, "Do you want to talk about a kid?" And the kid said, "No." And then the kid said, "Yes." And then because Naruto does have a quirk where it's soothing in his voice and all that. And the kid was talking about how his dad died because of Gato and all that. And Naruto said, "Oh, he was like, don't worry, kid. I'll definitely give revenge for you." And the kid was smiling and all that. And Naruto explained about his story of his childhood. And not Tazuna, he explained how the villagers hated him for no reason. His hair used to be um like yellow, but then it turned white because of how much stress I had from villagers beating me up. My childhood was worse and all that. And he would left the village at 8, came back at 12, and he trained his body and all that. While the kid just felt the story and kind of felt sad for Naruto and hugged Naruto. And Naruto did hug Tazuna's grandchild. I forgot his name. Um, so Naruto was like, "Don't worry, kid. I'm a ninja. I should protect you and your family and protect the village from Gato." But then he said, "How about this, kid? I will help you get a little bit stronger." And the kid said, "How are you gonna do that?" "Well, kid, I'm not just some random ninja that has a bad tragic story and all that. Um, I'm also a very special ninja. I can probably rival the Hokage and all that." So, Naruto does places his hand on a man. I forgot his name. Let me search it up. I don't need to keep saying Tazuna's grandchild. So I am back, and his name is Imari. Um, Naruto does talk to Imari, and Imari says, "Really? How do I get stronger?" Naruto tells him about quirks, and the quirk that Naruto is gonna give Imari. Imari was amazed how what quirk he was gonna get, and what quirk Naruto is gonna give Imari is a laser quirk. So so Imari can shoot laser from his palms and fingers. And also, when he gets more strength and knows how to use it better, he can use it from different part of his body. Like, maybe he wants to, like, shoot up for the sky. He can also use it on his feet to, like, blast himself up in the sky and be using that. But for right now, he can only do finger blasts, not that strong, but palm blasters are stronger than that one. So he can do that. After that, he does train Imari and all that. Imari was getting inspired how Naruto does train him, not that hard and not that Russian or anything. But Imari did like do that. So they did went to the village together. Uh, Tazuna said it'd be okay because he does trust Naruto to be very strong because he did show strength. You know that? And Kakashi said it'd be fine. We'd be at the bridge working on that. So Naruto saw how broken down the village was. He already saw the village broken down, but he saw how broken down it really was. He only saw like a glimpse of it before going back to Tazuna's house. And yeah, Imari was talking about like, yeah, the villagers got scared of Gato and his man. Two men were attacking this old lady and telling her, "Give us your money, pay up the rent, pay up the taxes." And she said, "I already did pay up the taxes and all that." And the man doesn't care at all. He's like, "You better pay them up or we kill you." And of course, she has two children and all that. Two children that is her like grandchildren and all that. And Imari does know them. So he was kind of angry at those two attacking the grandmother of them. And so Naruto, of course, being the badass he himself is, uses Dabi's flames, the blue flames, because I love those flames. And he said, "Hey, you two, you pricks, how about you leave that old lady alone?" And the guy said, "Really? You think, and what are you gonna do, kid?" And Naruto does teleport right in front of him and then says, "Cremation, permission, burn." That big burst of blue flames. Yeah, he does that. He burns that first bandit. The second bandit was scared, but then he was gonna also attack Naruto with the sword. But Imari used his lasers. He uses a palm laser first and shot the sword. So the sword was like, you see like this giant hole where like one of the sword was, and yeah, the sword just breaks, and he just said, "You damn kid!" And then Mari then uses finger lasers to start shooting at him, which it hit multiple pressure points where it knocked him out, and No, and well, it killed him instead. He did multiples, and it did kill him. Which Naruto was like, "Good job, Imari. That's good." And so since Naruto saw how poor this village was, he says, "Imari, stay back and like train and tell everyone they'll be okay and all that." Because Naruto did went hunting because he knows how to hunt, fish, and farm. So Naruto went and hunt some boars, some random birds, and all that, and then came back with all this food. And also did fish. Instead of fishing with like a rope or something, he went in there and started just grabbing a bunch of fish and levitating them because he had the levitating quirk. And so he got it all. He started cooking and all that. Started grilling up the things with his own fire, his own cremation, and started cooking up for the villagers. The villagers were amazed of Naruto's food and cooking skills, and they were happy, but also terrified of him because he did that giant blue burst of flames. And they also look at Imari in amaze of his special ability. They think they was just like, wow, this kid is special. Yes, Imari does also have chakra hidden inside, but he's gonna be using the quirks instead. The quirk he has. So Imari is gonna train in using it more and all that. Wait. Jesus fuck's sakes. Okay, so I just got some random call telling me to go and eat. Well, I'll come back after a while. Yeah. Hello, I'm back after a while. I had to go eat and I wanted to fucking end my life after that. Just wanted to commit Saboku from the most annoying person in the fucking world. Hey, not my siblings, but my fucking dad. I just wanted to commit Saboku. I think rather commit Saboku than having to listen to my dad complete bullshit. Oh, it took for fucking years. Just wanted to eat super fucking fast and be done with this shit. I didn't have my headphones, could not hear music. They're dead. Anyway, this phone right here isn't dead, but the other one is. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, fuck it. Okay, where was I back? Alright. So Naruto was, not eating food. He was making food for all the villagers. All the villagers were impressive. Nari and Naruto, and Nari actually getting the hang of his quirk, his new quirk that Naruto gave him, the laser quirk. That's gonna come in helpful in the near future. Foreshadowing. What's it called? What is next? So they went back to the house. The villagers thought of standing up to Gato, and Naruto said, "Yes, I will help you with that." if Gato ever comes to the bridge. So more and more people decide to help Tazuna. So yeah. They went back and Nari still made his friends and all that. They got friends back again. They went back, eat, and Nari wasn't complaining about the pain or anything. And didn't say give up. Then just Izui looked at Naruto and said, "Oh, you must have helped him with his pain and all that. I knew you could do it." And Sasuke was kind of quiet. They didn't do anything, but I mean, Sasuke wasn't quiet. She keeps making the eyes towards Sasuke, but you see here, like, this is not a Sasuke X Sasuke. Hell no. It's a Sasuke X I fucking don't know. Because fuck that. I'd rather have Sasuke with Karnin, anyone. Fuck no, I ain't having Sasuke have Sadara. Bitch, you made Sadara have fucking glasses. How the fuck do you mess up the strongest fucking dojutsu out there, the fucking powerful, the Sharingan, and give your own daughter the fucking glasses. You just useless. Holy shit. And I'm just kind of annoyed with that. um. Anyway. Hello, I am back after a while, after getting annoyed and thinking I want to commit fucking Sudoku. For fuck's sakes, if I get caught one more fucking time, I'm gonna just end this video and just say fuck it. Okay, I should probably end it later. Boy. Okay, so Naruto, yes, blah blah blah. I think I skipped towards around. Okay. So after Naruto and Izumi did Naruto help on Izumi's quirks and all that. Only one quirk that Izumi has. Naruto said, okay, you now can shoot lasers and all that. And Naruto said, okay. So they trained. Naruto overslept. Well, Naruto very tired and he overslept. And they decides to what the hell I'm gonna tell. All of them decide to leave Naruto when he's oversleeping, and they all went to the bridge. And Tazuna and other people were helping him to make the bridge much faster. And while Kakashi and the others were there, also Naruto did tell them about Zabuza is still alive, and the other guy was helping. Azumi already knowing this, Kakashi is training. That's why he trained. The others, he would pass out. I forgot to mention that. Naruto overslept. They wake up. He wakes up and Sumi wakes up. Two bandits came out and started attacking Azume's mother. I don't even know her name. She probably not gonna be relevant, but whatever. Azuma does use his quirk and shoots one laser out of his palm and hits one of the guys and kills him. The other guy does try to kill his mother while Naruto teleports and grabs his sword and decays his blade and grabs his face and throw him out using one throw. He only used what's it called 15% and throw him out the door, not the window. The door was open, by the way. They did break in. That's why the door was open. Naruto fixed the door. He had like a quirk that can just fix stuff that are broken and all that. Yes, I'm making these quirks up. There you go. Because I feel like there'd be lots of quirks. Like, I don't think the creator of My Hero Academia could just think of quirks. Because I feel like there'll be tons and tons of quirks. And at the beginning, the whole thing. Yeah. Why don't you go watch it? I'm not gonna explain. So Naruto decides to rush to the bridge. Zabuza and Haku were there. Kakashi went to fight Zabuza, and while Sasuke and not Sada. Why am I saying Sada? No, Sasuke is staying behind, protecting Tazuna, and Izumi actually helping Sasuke while fighting Haku. Also, Haku's a girl in this. Just saying. She's gonna be a girl. So I can just say she. Also, Naruto did met Haku. Naruto said he couldn't tell if it's a girl or a guy, so he just said a person with the name. She said Haku, and Naruto said that's a nice name. Are you a guy or a girl? Naruto said, and she said I'm a boy, and then Naruto said okay. The whole thing of like, if you have someone precious, you will protect and all that. Well, Naruto does only have one person that's precious to him, and that's Izumi. Because the only friend he actually has, not counting Shikamaru, Choji, and does he even count? I fucking forgot his name. Fuck. And the other guy, the guy with the dog. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Kimamaru or something like that. He doesn't give a fuck about him. He's still cocky. And Naruto does think of Shikamaru and Shoji as some friends. So Naruto is there. He saw there. He saw how Kakashi's fighting Flubba and Haku and versus going against Izumi and Sasuke. Izumi's attacking and doing that and Haku decided to throw some sunbones at Izumi, while Sasuke thought it was a great idea to use his body to protect his little sister. Instead, Naruto had a great idea. Instead of using that, he switched places. He used a switcher placer quirk to let him get hit instead. And Izumi, seeing that Naruto got hit at this vital place, but he can instant heal. But she forgot about it, and she felt sad. Her eyes decided to go into the Mannequin Sharingan. This is the place where I'm gonna put it, where she unlocks the Mannequin Sharingan. And where two quirks actually involved her Mannequin Sharingan to have like a teal of blue and pink. Since the ice quirk is like blue, and the other is pink, it turns into the Sharingan and then involves the internal Mannequin Sharingan. Then it goes into the actual color for Sharingan of the pink and blue. In both her eyes. Pink in the other eye and blue in the other eye. So they both have different abilities. Yeah. I'm gonna make a drawing of what that is because I feel like I can probably not find it on anywhere. What I'm thinking about. But so yeah, she unlocked the internal Mannequin and she does have Amaterasu where she does use it and she burns the ice mirrors and then she doesn't use Amaterasu, instead she uses Fireball and just decides to burn everything. Wait, not Fireball, let's say she uses Majestic Flames. A very strong juice that the only person that ever uses it is Madara Uchiha and some other people, but usually Madara Uchiha. She read up on that and then she used it, and the flames were pink and just burned through all the ice mirrors, and Haku got knocked back. Of course, Naruto wakes up and says, "Oh, what happened?" He takes out the symbol and says, "Oh, I got you to use the Mannequin Sharingan, ha!" And Izumi thought that he died. And Naruto said, "Izumi, you know I cannot die. Even if it hits me in the heart, I can always regen really fast with my abilities and my you know who." And she remembers because at that time she forgot everything when Naruto got hit. So Naruto was okay and fine, but Izumi started killing Haku, but Naruto said that's fine, it's okay. And Haku was like, "Why didn't you kill me? And it's better to let you live. Besides, wait, no, not saying live. Live." Naruto said it's fine. She's down for the count. Zabuza was about to fully die from Kakashi using the not Sharingan, the Chidori. I think it was Chidori, or was it the Raikiri? Let's say the Raikiri. So he was gonna use the Raikiri to kill Zabuza until Haku got up and uses with her willpower to instead get stabbed. So both Zabuza and Haku, what should I say Haku both got stabbed. And Naruto said, Naruto and Kakashi lays them both down until Gato and his man comes out and starts talking trash and all that. The other man that was helping Tarzan got a little scared until Gato came out of nowhere and tried to kick Haku and Zabuza. Naruto, getting the most angriest, decides to just burn him. Just had enough hatred and did not care. He uses an air cannon. He unlocked another quirk called air cannon, which just blew Gato away. It's like Almighty Push, but not really. It was like an air cannon. It's not strong enough. Well, it will be strong enough as the Almighty Push, but not really right now. And then he just decides to get angrier and angrier until he uses uh, purple flames to start purple flames. He involved cremation into a higher temperature of purple flames. Yes, he by using all one for all. He was using one for all, and he just decides to unlock purple. No, wait. Should I say no? No, no, no. He instead uses one for all to knock him away, and then he got to said okay then fine. He sent his man to attack while Naruto wasn't having half of that shit. So he basically uses his flames one for all, and just decides to do this big burst of blue flames and just say cremation burns all the men down. While Gato was scared of him, Naruto was kinda angry and influenced by the QB chakra. But Naruto was smart at the same time. So he said, okay, and he was smart. He got some pieces of paper, because he wanted to scare Gato very much. He was like, okay, Gato. Gato was like, please don't kill me. You think, okay, sign these papers. So one paper was like, I will leave the village alone and I would. No, wait, not leave the village alone. I will leave the village all my gold and money and all that to the village. And the other one was like, yeah, the one was just, I leave all the money and gold. And the other one was like, I leave some money to Naruto. So he signed both of them, and Naruto said, "Thank you. Now die." He burns Gato alive, and that is not the end because Naruto rushed back to Zabuza and Haku, and he used a healing quirk slash bring them back because they weren't fully dead yet. And then he just heals both of them and brings them back to life because he was using healing and electricity quirk at the same time to heal them and shock them back to life. They were both back to life. Haku was like, I'm alive. She says, wait, am I dead or am I alive? And same was a question. Naruto sits right next to them and said, you two are alive. It's just, I brought you back to life to tell you that Gato was gonna betray you and all that. And Gato's already dead. All his men are over there. He just points to where they're at. Zabuza and Haku just jaw down. Naruto said, "How about this? Instead of you two just still becoming rogue and all that, still being rogue and all that, you two come to the village with us and become citizens and probably Jonins for our village. Since I defeated both of you, well, I defeated Gato for you. He wasn't even gonna pay you, and I'll pay both of you." And while Zabuza said, okay, kid, we'll take you on that offer. They both said, okay. The bridge didn't take that long to be built. The Naruto was still, not Naruto, the bridge was still called, instead of being called Naruto, it was actually called All for All. Yes, Naruto said, can we name this bridge All for All? And they said, well, yes, because that sounded like a better name. Then Naruto or whatever Tazuna said. And Narmi said, yeah, let's name it All for All. So the bridge is now named All for All. Zabuza and Haku came back to the village with Naruto. They were still walking back to it. They went back to the village. They talked to Hiruzen about the mission. They also talked about Haku and Zabuza's rather be in the village and all that. So since Haku did any killing or anything, she's not on probation. But the Zabuza is on probation, so he is still and all that. And also Hirushin says since Haku is sort of a ninja, she would just skip being in the academy to be in she be tuning and it's all about joning. And she would now be, let's just say she'll be in Team 7, because I don't know where to put her. Because she does have very powerful eyes and all that. And while Naruto said, hey Haku said, yeah, I want to test something out. Because they were in training and Zumi, Naruto, and Haku was doing all this. Was training all that because she was actually teaching Izumi about ice and all that because she had the elements to use ice. And that's where that forecasting of wind and water came. Because that's what wind and water makes. Ice. It's not going to be much power for as her Genkan guy. But then Naruto just said, wait, Haku, can I test something? He's like, yeah. So Naruto put his hand on Haku and, since I said in the beginning, he can take Genkan Kenkais and Dojutsus. He takes her Genkan Kenkai and uses ice now. Shh. Well, to test this ice out, she said, what is one of your ice jutsus? So if the ice mirrors. And he did it perfectly. And Haku, when she tried to do it, she barely able to do it. She was like, what? It won't be as powerful as Naruto's because Naruto stole her Genkan Kenkai. And Naruto said, oh, that's just because I stole your Genkan Kenkai. And she said, wait, what? You can do that? Pretty much. But since I already copied your Genkan Kenkai, I'll give it back. So gives it back to Haku. And Haku was just like, wow. And when she does it again, she now can fully do it. Instead of doing like a quarter of the ice mirrors. And Naruto could do it fully also because he stole it and copied it and did it and gave it back. So Haku was amazed of his abilities. So this is the part where I'm just gonna leave it off. I'm not gonna wanting to be called again and annoyed and bullshit. What time is it? Yeah, this is the part where it's good enough. I'm gonna fucking leave it off. So next part is gonna be the tuning exam and all that. Haku is not gonna be in the tuning. She's already a tuning herself. Her reason just ranked her up to tuning because of her ice Kenkai Kankai. She's not gonna be in the whole thing. Yeah. There's where the apartment's gonna leave it off. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Adios. Bye. Good night. Damn. I freaking forgot what was the Japanese. Bye. Fuck it. This was your. This was What If Naruto Had Overall, Part 4. And, next is gonna be Part 5. And. Potato. That's the only thing I'm just gonna say. Potato. Bye.